You're in Braves country.
But they have to do the right thing. And so far, you guys are defending Harvard and this. is gay. Do you know how they do that? They send them to gay. I don't even know what that means.
Lineup for yesterday by Ogden Ash. A is for Alex, the great Alexander. More goose eggs he pitched than a popular gander. B is for Bresnahan, back of the plate. The Cubs were his love and McGraw his hate. C is for Cobb, who grew spikes, not corn, and made all the basemen wish they weren't born. D is for Dean, the grammatical diz. When they asked who's the tops, said correctly I is. E is for Evers, his jaw in advance, never afraid to tinker with chance. F is for Fordham, and Frankie and Fish. I wish he were back with the Giants, I wish. G is for Gehrig, the pride of the stadium, his record pure gold, his courage pure radium. H is for Hornsby. When pitching to Raj, the pitcher would pitch, then the pitcher would dodge. I is for me, not a hard-hitting man, but an outstanding all-time, incurable fan. J is for Johnson, the big train in his prime, was so fast he could throw 3 strikes at a time. K is for Keeler, as fresh as green paint, the fastest and mostest to hit where they ain't. L is for LaHoy, whom Clevelanders love, Napoleon himself with glue in his glove. M is for Matty, who carried a charm in the form of an extra brain in his arm. N is for Newsom, Bobo's favorite Ken. You ask how he's here, he talked himself in. O is for Ott, of the restless right foot. When he leaned on the pellet stay put. P is for Plank, the arm of the A's. When he tangled with Matty, games lasted for days. Q is for Don Quixote, Cornelius Mack. Neither Yankees nor years can halt his attack. R is for Ruth, to tell you the truth. There's no more to be said, just R is for Ruth. S is for Speaker, swift center field tender. When the ball saw him coming, it yelled, I surrender. T is for Terry, the giant from Memphis, whose 400 average you can't overemphasize. U would be Ubel if Carl were a Cockney, but we say Hubble in baseball like football in Rockney. V is for Vance, the Dodgers' very own Dazzy. None of his rivals could throw as fast as he. W, Wagner, the bow-legged beauty, short, close to all traffic with Honus on duty. X is the first of 2 X's in Fox, who was right behind Ruth with his powerful socks. Y is for Young, the magnificent sigh. People battled against him, but I never knew why. Z is for Zenith, the summit of fame. These men are up there. These men are the game. Lineup for yesterday, Ogden Ash, January 1949, Sport Magazine. Jackie by D.M. McGee, 2024. Long before boycotts, from back of the bus, led by Rosa and King, Jackie and Ricky agreed to the terms and broke barriers on April 15th. Let's not forget Leo and Pee Wee Strong Front, showing the fans there was love. By absorbing the hate the best they knew how, shielding the noise from above. It all took its toll, the burden he carried, knowing it was larger than one. To shatter the glass, restraints of the past, turning cheek, responding to none. He lives in the hall, not just for the feat of changing the world once known. Jackie was great, the field and the plate, and flew around bases towards home. A flawless blend of courage and skill, a hero emerged from the ire. With legions of fans and players alike, generations his story inspired. We don 42 every April 15th to honor the youth that he gave. Disguised as just baseball, but Jackie's first game pioneered the road that was paved. Jackie by D.M. McGee, 2000.
So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and flat out deceived.
Why did you get so drunk?
You got drunk. I'm just really exhausted.
What's in that cup?
Rum and Cokes?
Do you have any idea how important this is? We're trying to save the pub crawl. Really? This is what you're doing? This is what you're doing?
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win. And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes, and the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's inside. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead.
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Swung line drive left field. One run is in. Here comes Reed. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our fans here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Play ball!
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday. And if we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little. I got a feeling things are about to turn around for us.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys, and join us for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live as the Braves are on the road. We're set to bring you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. Here's your starting lineups for today's action. Leading off and patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves, it's Michael Harris II. 2 home runs, 6 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .203. Batting second, playing third, Austin Riley. 4 home runs, 11 RBI, batting .288. Matt Olson is batting third and playing first. He has a .193 average with 1 home run, 8 RBI. Sean Murphy, batting cleanup, the designated hitter. 4 home runs, 8 RBI, batting .273. Batting fifth, playing second, Ozzie Albies. He has a .250 average with 3 home runs, 9 RBI, 2 stolen bases. Back behind home plate tonight and batting 6th, it's Drake Baldwin. The Drake has 1 RBI and a 167 average. Eli White is in left field and batting 7th. The Book of Eli has a 200 average with 1 stolen base. Batting 8th, playing right, Jared Kelnick. Kid Kelnick comes in with 1 home run, 1 RBI, a 162 average. And Nick Allen is batting 9th and playing short. He has a 313 average, leading the team, 1 RBI and 4 stolen bases. On the mound for your Atlanta Braves, it's Spencer Schwellenbach Day. Schwelly is 1-0 with a 0.45 ERA. And to match that, a shiny 0.65 whip. 20 innings, 19 strikeouts, 10 hits, 3 walks, 1 home run served. He'll be going head-to-head with Kevin Gausman. Gausman is 1-1 with a 2.33 ERA and a .62 whip. 19 1/3 innings, 9 hits allowed, 14 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 home runs given up. Backing up Gausman in the bottom of the 1st inning and leading off, playing shortstop for the Toronto Blue Jays, it's Bo Bichette. He has 10 RBI, a 297 average. Batting 2nd, playing 1st, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy, no home runs, 7 RBI, 0 stolen bases, batting 284. Anthony Santander is the designated hitter. He's batting 3rd tonight. The switch hitter has 1 home run, 3 RBI, a 194 clip. Jimenez is batting cleanup and playing 2nd. 3 home runs, 8 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting 230. Kirk is behind home plate and batting 5th. He has 1 home run, 4 RBI, batting 261. Wagner is at 3rd and batting 6th. 200 average on the season with 2 RBI. Addison Barger is batting 7th and playing right. No plate appearances this season. Miles Straw is in center field and batting 8th. He has 1 home run, 3 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting 385. And Roden is in left field, batting 9th. 2 RBI, batting 250. Calling balls and strikes tonight behind home plate, it's Roberto Ortiz. Your first base umpire is Bill Miller. Second base will be manned by Chad Fairchild, and down the 3rd base line, it's Ben May. Game time temperatures, 40 degrees with the wind blowing in at 26 miles an hour, so expect the roof to be closed. Your Atlanta Braves are minus 115 on the money line. The over-under is 7.5. Schwellenbach's over-under, strikeouts, 4.5 at minus 120. Our pick to click tonight, we'll jump off the hot hands and try to find someone else, get them going. Matt Olson is 3 for 13 lifetime, the only one in the lineup with a home run off of Kevin Gausman for a 231 average and 2 RBIs. We'll take Olson to click in a low-scoring affair. Give me the Atlanta Braves to win this one 4-2. We'd like to wish everybody a special Jackie Robinson Day, as all the players will be rocking the number 42. You'll notice Murphy and Baldwin are in the lineup tonight, so you could lose the designated hitter from an injury. Trying to give Murphy rest behind the plate but keep his hot bat in, while Marcell Ozuna stays out till at least Friday per reports. This will set up Murphy to be behind the plate tomorrow with the debut of Spencer Strider on a day game. Braves are looking for their first road series win. They can get it tonight or tomorrow. Couple guys to keep your eye on in the Toronto lineup tonight. Most of them have not faced Schwellenbach, but Vladdy is 1 for 3. Santander 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And Wagner, the number 6 hitter, is 2 for 3 with an RBI. Keys to the game tonight, with Gausman and Schwellenbach on the bump, both off to good starts. Runs will come at a premium. Smart base running, good defense could win the game. Phillies and Mets are in action tonight versus the Giants and the Twins. We'll keep you updated on the out-of-town scoreboard. Put your click in the chat, slap that like, and let's get ready, Braves Country. We'd like to thank everybody for choosing Braves Country Radio, and a special thanks to all the Country Club members. Please like on your way in and subscribe, set those alerts, and share Braves Country Radio to help build the crowd so we can continue to bring you the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves Baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation is in its 5th season of bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 170 Atlanta Braves ball games. Please like and subscribe today. Join the Country Club. Thank you to all the Country Club members. You help support Braves Country Radio.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, Braves Country. Hope y'all are having a hell of a Jackie Robinson Day, Tuesday. Good to see everybody in the chat. All right, let's get into the salutations. Good evening, and hell yeah. Vicky, whatever we want to call you. Good evening, Edward Spry, Justin Green, Mark Ricky Ricardo, Pushing Buttons, John. I see Jaden. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Unless it's like regular mustard or fancy mustard. Maybe it's Jadon. Like Grey Poupon. Anyone remember that? No? SS Dub. Who else do we have in here? Timmy! Good to see you. Gary the Real McCoy, John Blair. Good to see everybody. We're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, I've got some clips I want to play from you from last night. They talked to Snicker, but they also talked to Grant Holmes. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. Perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time
and space.
We offer you
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder. Disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
All right. So I'm putting that on the screen. So people have asked me about where the American Rebel beer is available for, and there you have it. We've got, it's all throughout the states of Tennessee, Kansas, and Connecticut, and then there's partial state coverage in, is that Missouri, Ohio, Illinois, Kentucky, and Illinois. And they're working on others, but I know someone asked about that last week, and I just want to do my due diligence. Go ahead and get that for you. We're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. And I'm going to do my best to try to bring some to Georgia when we all meet up for the All-Star Game festivities in July. I have had it, and it is damn good. It's not available in Florida, but I have had it, and it is damn good. It is it's a good American light beer. A good domestic. Kind of reminds you if like original Budweiser and Miller Lite combined forces is what it kind of reminds me of. Really good taste, or almost like a really light taste of a Coors Banquet. All right, here's a couple of clips I wanted to play for you. This one was Grant Holmes after the game yesterday.
Grant, you talked your last start about how much you wanted to go deeper into games. What was the secret behind that?
Just throwing strikes. Strike one. Just trying to fill up the strike zone even after strike one. Yeah, pretty thankful for tonight.
After yesterday's loss, it was tough, and I know it was disappointing for the team. Did you feel a little extra added, desire to want to go out there and kind of give the team a lift?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even after my last outing, I think I threw 104 pitches in 4 innings, and, I just wanted to be more efficient tonight.
Was that the plan coming in, or was that a response to what you had in the first couple of innings?
I think it was just in the bullpen. Threw a couple, and it was like, oh, there it is. Just went in on those lefties and, stayed away to righties. So I think it worked out pretty well.
And then defensively, some of the plays made behind it. I mean, you feel like that is part of the team that's a little underappreciated sometimes?
Absolutely. I feel like those really long, good outings usually have those great plays. And, when the first couple happened, I was like, you know what, this could be a pretty good outing.
You guys know how good the offense is. How nice was it for you to see those guys get some validation for their hard work?
Great to see Riley, 2 homers. Everybody felt like everybody hit the ball well tonight. Even if it was, an out, I feel like everybody hit the ball hard.
For you, you've been up here, you've proven you can do this, but when you have a night like this, how grateful are you for that, and how much does it remind you of kind of the journey to get here?
It's great. It's just simple as that. It just, it feels good to go deep in the game. When you can do it after, struggling the past couple weeks, it's even better. I'm just super thankful for the outing tonight and the big win.
All right, and then here's Snicker after the game last night.
Yeah, that was a huge start. The stuff was really good. I think they made some adjustments in some things, and that was pretty impressive.
What can a game like this do for your offense to just get to breathe a little bit and see it?
It's anytime, haven't had as many as we'd like, but it's good. I think anytime you do what we did tonight, hopefully it breeds a little confidence and guys start feeling themselves, because it's going to happen. We're going to get on a roll, and we've got 2 rough guys to the next 2 nights. So, but that was good. A lot of really positive things happened tonight.
You've seen the roles Austin Riley can get on, during the summers and things. When he's doing that, that can kind of just carry you, right? Even
He has that capability. You're right. I mean, he's that kind of guy, and we've seen, like you said, we've seen him get on those runs, and it's can be really, really good. So hopefully he's on the verge of doing that again. And you know what? Matt's had some really good at-bats too. I'm really encouraged the last couple of days with him, and you know, so we get, you know, 2 or 3 guys clicking, then it's going to be a whole different ballgame.
Austin has kind of been his own harshest critic at times. When you see him do something like this, put together a game like this, has got to feel good as well, just mentally too.
No, it does. You know, all these guys are probably their own worst enemy and harshest critic, because they all, you know, they expect a lot out of themselves because they're really good players, and so you know, it's good. It's good that, you know, when their head hits the pillow, that they do that with you know, with a good feeling tonight and confidence in what's going to go happen tomorroung.
Spencer's coming up the next couple days. How much confidence does that give you to kind of build?
Big. No, it's big, I think. You know, it's going to be a shot in the arm here, you know, as we start to get our guys back. So, you know, I'm excited.
All right, so that was that. They're talking to Snicker, and then before that, Grant Holmes, if you're just joining us. If you missed the announcement yesterday, this is how we're going to start doing the pregame shows, because there weren't a lot of people coming in early on, so it didn't kind of seemed kind of pointless, because then everybody misses the pregame show. So we're just going to do it closer to first pitch, and won't have the cameras on for it. We will have it on for the opening of the series, which will be, this time it'll be Friday, noon Eastern. We're going back to doing those. But anyways, Braves coming into this game, Kevin Gausman, and we're all familiar with him, obviously, in Braves country, but I've noticed one thing. He has simplified his repertoire. He's down to 3 pitches. He does a 4-seam, a splitter, and a slider. Now, he has thrown the sinker and the sweeper before that curveball in the past, but as of this year, off a couple of starts, he has not done that. Braves are wearing their road grays with the Jackie Robinson blue 42 on the back, Atlanta on the front. Gray pants, gray tops, Atlanta in the front, in red, outlined in navy. The 42 on the back is more of a Dodger blue for obvious reasons. And we'll have our blue ball caps and the white A representing the city of Atlanta. Toronto, they're wearing their white home unis top to bottom. Blue Jays on the front, and then of course they also have the blue 42 on the back. So if we do miscalculate a couple of names on the call today, that'll be why, because nobody has their names on the back. It's all 42s. Be interesting to see. You know, in the last few years, they've allowed the team who's been on the road to do this again. So the Braves might do this again on Friday. I haven't seen a press release about it, but that's what I'm assuming. We are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Braves will be leading off. Michael Harris, the second, will take his first hacks. Once again, a very empty-looking stadium here in Toronto. See if it fills up. It did not last night. Left to right around the infield, you're going to have Wagner, Bichette, Jimenez, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with Kirk behind the plate. Left to right in the outfield, it's Rodenstraw and Barger this time. Looked it up, and there were 3 different answers on how to pronounce his name. So I'm going with Barger or Barger. Almost went with Barger, considering the fact that we are in Toronto, Canada. But anyways, here we go. We are just about set. Gausman firing his last warm-up pitches. We will fire up the 3D as it kicks in. And yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country. The first pitch on the way is a swing and a miss fastball to Michael Harris II. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Once again, the 4-seam split and slider are his 3 main pitches. The 0-1 right there at the knees. Called for a strike, four-seamer. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that ball's hammered into right field. Making a jumping catch just before he hits the wall is Barger for a loud, hard out number one. Hard hit ball. Not sure if Barger caught that ball or if it caught him. That was a line drive bullet just right where he was standing. He had to sprint back about, we'll say, 5 or 6 steps with his back to the wall, leap and make the catch. One out, nobody on. First pitch on the way to Austin Riley is 95 down the track. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup, Schwellenbach Day. If you're just joining us and missed the pregame. The 0-1 comes set. He brings it. 96 misses high. 1-1. 1-1 count. Infield is back into the left. Here's the pitch. Down and away. 2-1. Good take by Riley there. Braves nothing, Jays nothing. The 2-1 pitch. Swing. Belts it deep down the line. Fouling out of play. Atlanta Braves back-to-back revenge series. If you're old enough to remember, they played the Blue Jays in the World Series right after they played the Twins. The Twins come to Atlanta next week. The 2-2 swing. That ball is hammered down the third base line. Just foul. And I mean just foul. We'll do it again. It's 2-2. Hard hit ball just past the glove of the third baseman over there, Wagner. He's 2 for 3 lifetime against Schwellenbach, so we'll keep an eye on Wagner today. Infield back into the left, but there is a huge hole to the left of the second base side. The 2-2. Outside wide, good eye by Riley, 3-2. He swings at that about a week or two ago. Riley really appears to be locked in. Full count. Kicks and fires, drags it over towards third. We'll get that fixed in 1 second. I just saw the alert. There we go. Apologize for that, y'all. I thought they had clicked it over in the studio, but they did not. So a full count. Y'all can take the pitchforks and fires down. I did not realize that we did not have it. I normally have a monitor that shows me what y'all can see, but it's not working today. The payoff pitch. Swing. Belts it foul and out of play. Do it again. Nothing else. Riley's really making him work here. What is this, the 9th pitch of the at-bat? His 11th overall. Here's number 12, number 9. Swing, rattles it foul, four-seam fastball. Do it again. Remember, tomorrow is Spencer Strider debut. And it's an early one. It's 1:07 first pitch. We'll come on the air about 12:30. We'll be ready to roll. Everybody's jacked up for that one. The payoff pitch. Swing, bangs it foul down the line. Riley might knock him out of the start and just this at bat. Full count, the 11th pitch of the at bat. He rocks and fires. Swing, lifts it high and deep, golfing it back, back, back. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lamma, ding-dong. A solo shot. His 5th of the year. He is locked and cocked and ready to rock. 375 happy feet.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
He tried to go with the splitter on that one. And Riley went down there and slammed it out over the edge. He just went out there and got it. First pitch on the way to Matt Olson's right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Olson digs in, down and in. 1-1 count. A lot of these Braves have not seen Gausman before. Only a few in the lineup. So the first time through, Riley is one of the ones that has seen him. Is the 1-1 golfed high. That should be an easy fly ball out if it stays in play. It is right there on the left field foul line. Coming over is Roden to away. Olson really struggling right now. You could make the argument Murphy should be hitting in front of him tonight. Olson now batting just 190 on the air. Sean Murphy, the batter, batting 273. But I like the idea of the lefty-righty setup they have. There's no need to overreact. The first pitch on the way, 94, right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Even with him only having one home run and batting 190, every pitcher's still very aware when Matt Olson comes to the dish. The 0-1 from Gausman brings it. 93 misses wide. 1-1. Gausman will throw his 20th pitch next. Love to get into this Toronto bullpen early on. The 1-1 swing fouls it back. Four-seam fastball about letter high. 1-2. The 1-2. Down and away, four-seam fastball, 97 miles an hour. 2-2. Two count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him to chase a slider well off the plate, and that'll end the inning. Not for your Atlanta Braves. Put one on the board. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
How do you make a tissue dance?
I don't know.
Put a little boogie into it.
Good evening and welcome to this free seminar on Facebook etiquette. I'm your host, and for many of you, this is going to be a simple refresher course. So let's jump right in, shall we? Because I'm sure you're familiar with the old adage of treating others the way you wish to be treated. That's certainly wonderful advice to take with you when you're on the World Wide Web. Now, before you leave a comment on a stranger's page, you might want to stop and ask yourself, would I say this to their face in real life? If the answer is no, don't do it. What would make a comment like that even worse? Well, that would be if we clicked on your profile and saw something about how much you love Jesus and how important kindness is to you. Do you see how that would be hypocritical? Just a few pointers for you next time you forget how to be a decent human being. Okay, bye.
Nothing's going on in my life. I don't have any drama. Should I make some drama?
He went in with no script.
He did not have a single sheet of paper in front of him.
The guy guarding you knows exactly where you're going because little specks of flour keep dropping out.
So, Tom, you have to have at least a few notes. You know, put down your 5 or 6 best anecdotes. Nah, I'll say whatever occurs. And he did.
I remember Gene Mock doing things to me at Philadelphia. I'd be sitting there and he'd say, grab a bat and stop this rally. Send me up there without a bat and tell me to try for a walk. Look down at the third base coach for a sign and have him turn his back on you.
You know, all those guys are sitting behind me, and they're telling me to keep going. All the players. Yogi was behind me laughing. I can hear those guys really laughing.
My kids used to do things to aggravate me, too. I'd take them to a game, and they'd want to come home with a different player.
Vampires suck your blood because of the vitamin D, because they can't go out in the sun themselves. Ever think about that? No, you didn't, because you only think about yourself.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Schwellenbach as he begins his outing is banged on the ground. Bo Bichette will be quickly put away on a 4-3 putout. Good play by Ozzie, backhands it and flips it over to first. One away. Spencer Schwellenbach, who has become the ace of the staff, him being sandwiched in between Grant Holmes, and of course you've got Spencer Strider returning tomorrow, and you wonder what his pitch count will be. His first pitch is high and inside, 96 miles an hour. It's 1-0. He got up to 90 pitches in his last outing in AAA, but they may have a different approach. Here's the 1-0. Sinker misses outside wide, 2-0. Mainly because you could have them monitoring his up-downs. So if they have it in their head he's only going 5 innings, it doesn't matter what the pitch count is. 2-0, swing and a miss, it's 2-1. 2-1 count. Phillies lead 2-0 over the Giants early on, the 2-1. 97 misses inside. Ball 3. The 3-1. 98 misses nowhere near the zone. Ball 4, so he'll walk Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on 5 pitches. Off to a bit of a rough start. Schwellenbach will now face Santander, and he can change this story in a hurry. Santander signed in the offseason from Baltimore. Power hitting, switch hitting outfielder / DH. The first pitch on the way is 95 right down the track on the inner cut. It's a 1. He did not get as many offers as most would have thought in the offseason. That was primarily because the belief was that his home runs were aided by the park in Baltimore. The 0-1 swing, lifts it high into center field, and Michael Harris got a bad read on it, went backwards, then comes forwards, and that's going to be a 1-out single. When it first jumped off the bat, I think Harris thought it was going to have some lift to it. Tell you what, when it hit on the ground, it almost leaped over his head. It was almost a double bang on that one. Not only did he misread it, but they've got a spongy turf here in Toronto. You got to be careful as you charge the ball because it can hop over your head. Jimenez, the batter, first pitch on the way, swing and a miss curveball. It's 0-1. Braves 1, Blue Jays nothing. The cleanup hitter here, Jimenez, batting .230, but he does lead the team with home runs with 3 and has a 760 OPS. 8 RBI to his credit. The 0-1. Curveball down and in. 1-1. You'll see a 6-pitch mix from Schwellenbach. He's got a 4-seamer, a slider, a splitter, a sinker, a curve, a cutter. The 1-1. 97 misses well inside 2-1. Schwellenbach struggling with his control early on. Spencer steps off the bump for a second. We have put the Schwellenbach and the Jackie Robinson emoji in for you Country Club members. The 2-1 pitch, down and in, ball 3. 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Schwellenbach, for whatever reason, cannot find the zone. The 3-1 pitch, right there at the knees. Full count. Full count. He's got to be careful here. Just can't lay one in there. Jimenez. A little bit of pop. Kirk stands on deck, a good hitting catcher. The payoff pitch. Good. Did he go around? Looked like he did. They check him, and third base umpire says that he did go around. Strike three. Not much of a reaction by Ben May, but off the first look, it did look like he went around. You see the side view, he definitely went around. He just kind of raised his arm and stuck it back in his pocket really quick. So 2 down. We'll change the views with the runners on base now with 2 outs. First pitch on the way to Alejandro Kirk. Right there for a strike. It's on 1. The 0-1. 97. He hit the spot, but Murphy was set up on the inside. And because of that, we're having issues with the 3D, so we'll reset it. So now there's a warning coming from home plate umpire. Roberto Ortiz telling Schwellenbach he's got to be engaged with the batter, which is still the stupidest rule. The 1-1 misses down the way to him. On deck is Wagner. We talked about it earlier. He's 2 for 3 lifetime versus Schwellenbach. So you don't really want to load the bases to get to him. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, chops it over to Ozzie. Ozzie's got it. Flips it over to first. And the slow-footed Kirk is out on a 4-3 putout. Woo! Danced out of danger on that one. Let's grab some bats and give Schwelly some breathing room, Braves country.
This one time, my Aunt Tammy spent all spring growing a giant watermelon so she could enter it into the largest watermelon contest. But the day of the fair, my Uncle Roy used it for target practice, and their whole front lawn was covered with watermelon guts. After that, my Aunt Tammy got real religious because she started spending every day at Pastor McDonald's for Bible study.
I just want to know, when was America great for us black people?
Right now? It ain't great for you?
No, not at all.
How?
I mean, I'm living life.
Looking good. You got clothes on. Look well fed.
But that doesn't mean
Got
it's great.
beautiful hair.
Oh, thank you.
Got your eyeliner on. You looking good. What kind of bag is that? That's a nice little bag there. America look good for you. If you were eating out of a trash can, I'll tell you something different. America's a great place. I don't understand how we are not acknowledging that. It's great. Look at all these different people out here. Men, women, black, white. You will never see this much diversity anywhere else. It's the greatest place on earth. Everybody can be here and enjoy one another, disagree with each other. We have the freedom of speech, freedom to keep and bear arms. We don't have to worry about the government interfering in our lives for the most part. It's the greatest country ever. And if we don't start acknowledging that, we're going to screw up something good.
That guy just destroyed an entire political party, plus most of the media.
It was about 18 minutes of wall-to-wall comedy, laugh after laugh after laugh.
In 1967, I set a major league record for pass balls, and I did that without playing every game. There was a game, as a matter of fact, during that year when Phil Niekro's brother and he were pitching against each other in Atlanta. Their parents were sitting right behind home plate. I saw their folks more that day than they did the whole weekend.
They still play that speech that I did in Cooperstown, at the hall. So it's a humbling thing. I don't care who you are. Anytime, I don't care how you went to the Hall of Fame. To be able to do that and be amongst the guys that are in there, the broadcasters that are in there, I mean, that's pretty good.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark. Looking forward.
Welcome back. Ozzie Albies is your batter. Hopefully this gets straightened out. It keeps bugging out. Anyways, righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is a splitter just off the edge. That's where I'm at. It's their site. It's not us. So. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Inside 2-0. 2-0 count. Pitch on the way, swing, rattles it back, foul. 2-1. So a 2-1 count to Ozzie. Lefty-righty matchup. Open stance from the left side. Here's the pitch. Swing, lifts it high and deep into center field, drifting back, making the catch. Just before the warning track is the center fielder, Straw. One down. Hopefully it'll catch up here. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but above my pay grade, so I'll just do the play-by-play, and eventually we'll figure it out. We'll try to keep reloading it during the breaks, but other than that, got a job to do. Here's the first pitch on the way. Swing chopped over by Drake Baldwin. I said it again, and he will get it just past the diving third baseman, Wagner, and the Drake is on with one out. Good piece of hitting by Drake. Drake Baldwin.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
Two high choppers just past the diving glove of Wagner. Even if he knocks that down, there's no way he's getting Baldwin going down the line. Good defensive play by Roden to keep it to just a single. First pitch on the way to the Book of Eli's. A swing and a miss strike. It's a 1. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1. Until we can get that fixed, I'm going to put the other screen on for you. The 0-1. Swung on, foul back. 1-2. So an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it back. The 0-2, down and away, 1-2. Good block by Kirk to keep the runner at first. The 1-2 brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Takes the splitter down and away. 2 down. Two down, and that'll bring Kid Kelnick to the plate. He had the night off last night. First pitch on the way is a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. 1-0. Cut him set, kicks and fires, chases the splitter off the plate. 1-1. 1-1 count. Gausman brings it, swing, rattles it back, foul. 1-2. Braves lead it 1-0 off the solo shot by Austin Riley. The 1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Kelnick down on strikes once again. We'll be back in a flash. We head to the bottom of the second here in Braves country, leading 1-0.
I got this. Hey, Matt, I like your sideburns. Did your mom shape those for you? No. Hey, Matt, I like your sideburns. I wish they covered more of your face, you sleazebag dookie face fungus.
When are my friends gonna stop telling me to brush my hair and finally accept me for the woodland witch Helena Bonham Carter looking ass? that I am. I'm just curious, because I am trying so hard to not be observed, and yet you guys.
Did you know that 25% of women in the United States are getting treated for a mental illness? That means 75% of them are running around untreated.
Tell me you're rich without telling me you're rich.
When I go to the dollar store, I don't even have to check the price tags.
This has always been number one, baseball. The commercials, the films, the television series. I could never wait for everything to get over to get back to baseball. I still, and this is not sour grapes by any means, still think I should have gone in as a player. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Hall of Fame voice of the Milwaukee Brewers, Milwaukee's very own Mr. Baseball, Bob Uecker.
Let's face it, Bob's bigger than any player that's ever played here.
You could easily make a case that Bob Uecker is the most famous sports personality in the history of Wisconsin.
Lombardi wasn't there that long and then he left. Brett Favre had a nice run. Aaron Rodgers, Al McGuire was there for a number of years, but not nearly as long as Bob. I mean, Bob has had a several-decade career, so he's connected with the great-grandfather, the grandfather, the father, and now the son.
My association with the Brewers and the state of Wisconsin, and you fans in particular, has been nothing short of marvelous.
You know, I'd have been 3 years sober today if I'd have stopped drinking 3 years ago.
Welcome back. Still working on the 3D issue. Well, we're not, but baseball is. First pitch on the way from Schwellenbach is a four-seam fastball. Misses high and out of the zone. It's 0-1. The 0-1. I've checked. It's only this game, of course it is. The 0-1. Swung on, chops it over towards short. Allen's got it. Flips it over to first. One away. This happened last year a couple of times, and they usually get it fixed at some point. So we're keeping an eye on it. We're just waiting for them to, once it gets to working correctly, we'll flip it over. First pitch on the way from Schwellenbach. Second batter of the inning is Barger. We think it's pronounced. Swung on and banged foul. It's 0-1. Addison Barger hitting 197 and 7 home runs in 69 games last year. The 0-1 misses 1-1. Big left-handed batter for the Toronto Blue Jays. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that splitter. 1-2. 1-2 count. Pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Braves 1, Blue Jays nothing. Schwellenbach, by the way, sitting at 24 pitches, so a bit high, but if he can get out of this pretty quickly, it'll be all right. The 2-2 banged over to second. Ozzy's got it. He's got to hurry. He'll flip it over to first. Just beat the runner, busting it down the line, 2 away. Two down. It's funny, we just pulled it up on another device, a third device, just to check, and it's there's something wrong with it. They're about an inning and a half behind, and even what they're showing is not even anything close to what you normally see. First pitch on the way is right there for a strike. It's 0-1, swing and a miss by the right-handed bat of Miles Straw, center fielder. The 0-1 right there for a strike, 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Schwellenbach kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the 98 gas right down the pipe. That'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
Sure, sharing your feelings is healthy, but I prefer to bottle them up until they explode, like a normal person.
Can I ask you a question? How you not answering the phone? You always on your phone, but you don't never answer.
Because I'm on Do Not Disturb.
Who disturbing you? The people that pay for the phone? Unless you got bill collectors we don't know about, I don't know why you on Do Not Disturb. What, we disturbing Netflix? Why do y'all use Do Not Disturb? You where you work at? You got a job? Then why you be Do Not Disturbed?
Because I'm looking for jobs, yeah.
Let me see the search history. Where you looked at one at? Exactly. Exactly. You ain't looking for nothing.
When a man has two statues of himself, one outside the stadium and one inside the stadium, that gives you an idea of just how much Bob Uecker has meant to the city of Milwaukee.
I can think of no place else that I would rather be as a player, as a broadcaster, or as a citizen than right here in Milwaukee or the state of Wisconsin.
This guy could have worked in New York, he could have worked in Los Angeles, he could have quit baseball and been an actor, yet he always chose to stay in Milwaukee and to broadcast Brewers baseball, and people, don't forget that.
For Bob, it's been almost the perfect melding of celebrity, and yet he's able to still be the announcer for the Milwaukee Brewers.
I live here. This is where I grew up. This is where I was raised, born and raised. The other stuff is all pluses. I love baseball. I mean, bottom line, I love baseball.
You don't do this for as long as he's done it, unless you love it.
I don't know what else I would do. I don't.
Here it is. Swinging a smash. Base hit. This one is over.
Wake the up! Jeez.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Nick Allen is misses high for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. So the screen's working, but it's way behind. We've tried to, there's no way to advance it. The 1-0 right there for a strike. 1-1 count. What we're going to try to do is play with it at the break and see if we can get one of them to catch back up. But I think we have just to wait for it to do it. The 1-1 swing, and that ball's roasted on the left side of the infield. It's a worm burner between third and short, and once again that man, Nick Allen, finds his way on just in the nick of time. Rips a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, stays within the ball, doesn't try to do a whole lot with these pitches. I love watching this kid hit because his number one job is to just get on, and once he gets on, he can cause problems with that speed. First pitch on the way to Michael Harris second. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Harris 0 for 1 on the night. He lined out to right his first time out. Hard hit ball. The 0-1. Swing. Might have chased that one a little bit out of the zone. Fouls it back. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Righty lefty. Allen leaning off of first. The pitch. Swing and chase that one well out of the zone. Strike 3. Got him with the splitter on the outer edge. Away. One down, and Mr. Austin Riley will come to the plate. Riley righty-righty matchup. Gallisman turns around and flips it over to first, trying to keep Allen close by. He slipped. It's fortunate he didn't throw that ball up the baseline. Allen might just stay right there. He's in scoring position right now the way Riley is swinging the bat. First pitch on the way. 95-mile-an-hour fastball right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Righty. He took a sinker on the outer edge last time and blasted it over the right field wall. 0-1 Four-seam fastball, banged foul, 0-2. 0-2 count. Braves lead it 1-0. Philly leads San Francisco 2-0. That is in the fourth. The Mets have taken a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. I believe that was a home run by Pete Alonso. The 0-2 just misses outside. Good eye by Riley, 1-2. 1-2 count. Gausman comes set, brings it. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Misses high, 2-2. The 2-2. In the dirt. Good block by Kirk, 3-2. Allen takes off down to second base, and they're going to call him out. Now, Allen believes that he's safe. He's telling them to challenge it, but, you know, all the players say to challenge it. Weiss got the call from upstairs. But you know what? He's right. He missed the tag. He is right. But Weiss doesn't know that. He has to go off. Whatever clowns we have that run that up top do a terrible job of letting Weiss know whether to go or not. The 3-2 pitch swung on, and that ball is hammered into center field. That's down for a base hit. Riley gets another base hit. He's 2 for 2. And unfortunately, if Allen would have stayed put, he's probably standing at third right now. Man, that is bad luck. The throw beat the runner, but the tag missed. He missed his leg and didn't get it until after he touched the pillow. He then hit his leg. First pitch on the way to Olsen is a swing and a miss fastball, 96 miles an hour. It's 0-1. But however they're being directed up there, up top, from the guys who work for the Braves in that booth, they give some bad advice. The 0-1, swing and a miss. 0-2. Was it last night that they told him to challenge it and you knew it was going to get overturned? Then tonight, he beat it. Whether or not it gets overturned, that's a different argument, but he beat it. They quickly turned it down. So an 0-2 count. Righty, lefty, here's the pitch. Trying to chase that splitter. Olsen lays off of it. Good job, 1-2. That's that same splitter that he's gotten Kelenic and Harris to chase with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That one was in the zone and he couldn't connect. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the bottom of 3. Braves lead it by 1.
Your face is small.
People often ask, what's the best way to get people at work to leave me alone? Well, I'm going to share with you the one sentence I use that works every single time. Mind your f***ing business,
I just went through Wendy's because I'm a fat ass. Placed my order and the girl at the drive-thru said, "Is that all?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, thank you." She said, "I'm not a ma'am." Then I felt bad and I was like, "Oh, damn, I'm sorry, dude. That's hard to hear you." And then she said, "I'm not a guy either. What are you?" She said, "1101, please pull around." So I pull around and sure enough, it's a girl. Her name tag says they, them under her name. She opens the window, she says, "I know you weren't trying to be rude, but I'm non-binary and my pronouns are they, them." So I'm like, how many of you are there? They, them is plural, meaning more than one person.
Does anybody else whisper to themselves what the actual like 42 times a day, or is that just me?
We clinched the pennant the last day of the season in 1964. The vaunted Yankees came into St. Louis for Game 1 of the World Series. The Cardinals had Bob Cuban and his band playing in the left field corner down the line. So Bob is shagging in left field. Bob went over, got the tuba, fitted around his shoulders and the whole bit, and he is actually shagging with the tuba. Fly balls would come. He would position himself, boom, the ball would hit the tuba, dent it, roll around, and Bob would empty it out. I'll never forget Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris standing in front of the dugout with smiles on their faces, watching Euchre. They thought, who is this guy? They didn't know who Bob Euchre was, backup catcher for the Cardinals. It was the funniest visual anybody had ever seen.
Repeat after me. Blue.
Blue.
Black.
Black.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Pink.
Pink.
What color's the grass?
Green. See, I'm good at these things.
Repeat after me.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way, swinging. Sends it down the line. Roden, the number 9 hitter, slices it foul. Righty-lefty matchup into the seats just before the left field corner. It's 0-1. Braves lead it 1-0. Braves have had 4 hits, but just the 1 run. Toronto with 1 hit. The 0-1 pitch, swing, lifts it into left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Just past Eli White, he was booking over there, but that ball was sizzled off the wall, and it's a leadoff double for the Blue Jays. Baldwin was set up inside, and that ball was tailing away, so he's having a hard time his location tonight for sure. One on, nobody out. That'll bring the right-handed batter Bichette to the plate. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 96 miles an hour. It's 0-1. His first time up, Bo Bichette pounded a ball over to second base right at Ozzie Albies, but it was hard hit. The 0-1, 96 misses wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. Should be noted, Gausman has struck out 5 Braves hitters already. Schwellenbach with just 2. 1-1, swing, lifts it into right field, going back towards the track. Kelnick's got it. He'll hammer the throw over to third. Allen cuts it off, 1 away. Good tag by Roden. He moves second to third. He's got good speed. Kelnick never really had a chance, but he let her fly. Made it a little closer than it probably should have been. Looks like it's starting to catch up a little bit. We used to be a full inning behind this. Now it seems like we're about a batter behind. First pitch on the way is a slider inside for a ball to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's 1-0. Guess you can look at it as you got ESPN Classic on your screen. The replay. The 1-0 right there. 1-1. 1-1 count. Braves 1, Blue Jays nothing. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Raymond's asking for the score. It's on the screen, Raymond. So a 1-2 count. Braves lead it by 1. Schwellenbach up against Vladdy. Here's the pitch. Try to get him to chase a splitter down and away. 1-2. Schwellenbach just 2 strikeouts on the night. He could use one here. The infield drawn in about halfway with Vladimir Guerrero at the plate. The 2-2 pitch. 99 misses wide, 3-2. Good job by Baldwin to keep that going to the backstop. He was set in on the inner cut, and that pitch almost went to the left-handed batter's box. The infield is now all the way in. The payoff pitch. Swing, chops it over to third. Riley's got it, comes home, and they're going to say he's safe. Head first slide, a great throw by Riley. A huge leap in the air to get the ball and bring it home, but the runner was going all the way, and the throw was just behind. Probably should have just went to first. I know the instinct was there because he came up with it so quickly. So it'll be a fielder's choice RBI. The Blue Jays have tied the game up. That'll bring Santander to the plate. You got to be wary about him. First pitch on the way to Santander is a curveball in the dirt. 1-0. That's the difference between today's game and yesterday's game, meaning yesteryear, because in years, was it 5 years ago, everyone started coming in every time there was a guy on third? Is the 1-0 is inside 2-0. They used to play back when you're this early in the game and with the lead, and you'd have nobody on with 2 outs right now. The 2-0, fastball swung on, pops it up. High in the sky, who wants it? Harris and Eli are both coming in. Eli's got it. He'll make the catch in very shallow left field. 2 down, Guerrero heads back to first. So 2 down, 1-1. I don't know if we have people who are deaf in here or something. I've been saying it the whole time, but whatever. You choose to hear what you choose to hear. First pitch on the way is swung on and sliced back foul. It's 0-1. Braves 1, Jays 1, bottom 3, 2 outs. Vlad at third. Again, Schwellenbach just hasn't had it tonight. He is grinding through this start. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, rips it up the middle and over towards Ozzie. Ozzie backhands it. He'll fire it to first, and that'll end the inning. Not before the Jays tie it up. When we come back, middle of the order, Murphy leads us off. When we return, 1-1, top of 4.
Buddy, just a little update on my end, okay? I live in a basement apartment, okay? Right here's my bed, and right here is a pipe filled with hot sewage water, okay? There's hot running through this pipe. And that's not even the best part. The best part is my upstairs neighbor's toilet is right there! So I can hear him I can hear him flush, and then, get this is the best part, I can hear all of his hot floating directly above my face at 2:30 in the morning. Literally, he had diarrhea 3 nights ago, and it woke me up. So, great upstairs neighbor, everybody, huh?
He and I talked about hitting all the time. You know, it's a funny thing. You know, Spawn, Matthews, myself, the 3 of us, the 4 of us, we would start talking about hitting, and everybody would say, Bob, said, this conversation you out of. Leave it alone. You don't know anything about hitting. Talk about catching.
So Mr. Baseball and Hammer and Hank intersected as teammates on the Milwaukee Braves, and then they were reunited at the end of Hank's career. He came back to the city where his career had begun, and by that time, the radio voice of the Brewers is Bob Uecker. And here's a milestone for Henry Aaron, as called by you.
The pitch to Henry. A line drive left field base hit. Well, it came with one off-speed pitch too many, and Aaron winding to left. Another run is in. Brewers lead 3-2. Henry Aaron at first base with an RBI, number 2,210. Now the all-time RBI leader in baseball. And a standing ovation for Henry Aaron. 2,210 RBIs, and there's
Get that as a soda.
It's now, baby.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball from Gausman to Murphy. Below the zone, but he got the call. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Righty. Pitch on the way. 95 right there on the outer cut. 0-2. 0-2 count. Sean Murphy. 0 for 1 on the night. Struck out his first time up. The 0-2. Just below the knees. Splitter. 1-2. Murphy returned a week ago tonight. He's already hit 4 home runs since his return. He's batting .261. The 1-2. Swing. Corkscrew foul towards the first base side. Rolls just over the on-deck circle as Ozzie kicks it away. One-two count. Pitch way outside. 2-2. Gausman at 57 pitches, so a little high, but nothing extraordinary. The 2-2. Swing just got a piece of that to stay alive. He about whiffed on that, got a stitch or two as it went by and knocks it foul. The 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Down and away, full count. I think we're just about caught up here. I'm going to try this one more time because I checked it on another device. Full count. The payoff pitch. Swing, lifts it high into right center field. Coming over, making the catch is the right fielder on the play. Barger, one away. It looks like the machines have caught up, so we are good to go now. Braves 1, Jays 1, top 4. 1 down, and Ozzie Albies looking for his first hit. Come to the plate. He lined out to center his first time up. Baldwin stands on deck. First pitch on the way is 94 outside wide. It's 1-0. Ozzie Albies from the left side of the plate, open stance. The 1-0. Swing, golfs one into the sky. Coming in. Barger's going to make way for Jimenez, the second baseman, who makes the catch in shallow right field. Quickly 2 down. Two away, and Baldwin comes to the plate. Drake Baldwin. He's 1 for 1 with a single to left. Just kind of banged one down the third base side his first time up. First pitch, 94 outside wide. It's 1-0. We saw Baldwin do that quite a bit in spring. He is not scared to hit that ball down the left field line. I'm a little surprised people keep playing him to pull. The 0-1. Misses high, 1 away. He must have hit at least 3, if not 4, base hits this spring in just games that we did. We did quite a few, but we didn't do them all. But just games that we did, I saw him do it just like the one that he got his first time up. The 1-1. Swing, slices it foul. 1-2. Kind of has an inside-out swing. You hang it inside, he'll rip it down the right field line, but he's usually looking straight to left. The 1-2, swing! That ball's going to get slapped down the left field line once again. Good job cut off by the left fielder out there, Roden, but once again, the Drake is on with the single to left.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
One on, two out. First pitch on the way to the right-handed bat of Eli White is slapped down the line, foul. First base side, it's 0-1. Real quick on your out-of-town scoreboard, Red Sox lead the Rays 6-1. That game is in the fourth. Athletics and White Sox, they're tied at 3 in the second. Mets lead the Twins 1-0 in the second. Giants and Phillies are now tied. San Francisco doing the Lord's work over there in Philly. Is the 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. Mariners 4, Reds 2. That game is in the fifth. Royals lead the Yankees 2-0 in the fifth. Guardians 1, Orioles 0, middle of the fourth. 1-1 swing. That ball's lifted into center field, running over, making the catch. Hard hit ball, but perfectly placed defense. Miles Straws will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. We get one on, but can't get them across. It's 1-1. We go to the bottom of 4.
Consider going along with some drug testing policies that he wants to put into baseball, and I'll tell you, the players seem very united against that. Despite the urgings of the commissioner, they just feel it's an invasion of privacy.
Perhaps it is, but then again, there's so much bad publicity coming down day after day after day.
There's the 2-0 to Horner, and that's a strike at the inside corner. Well, I don't think that they're going to go along with the policies that Uberoff wants as is, but there may be some area for compromise in there, hopefully. 3-1 the count, and Bob Horner. Horner hit into a force play his first time. That's well out of here. Deep to left field. How far is it going? It almost made it to the club level. A long 2-run homer for Bob Horner, his 27th of the year. RBIs number 87 and 88. And the Braves are back to within 2.
And, of course, tonight we're going to see the red-hot New York Yankees. I've just seen them in a 4-game series in New York, probably one of the hottest hitting clubs in baseball. You know, when you're talking about hitting, you're talking about one of my favorite subjects. 200 lifetime batting average, tied me with another sports grade, averaging 200 or better for a 10-year period. But, you know, a lot of people looking in tonight, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, sure, you can talk the way you do because it was always easy for you. This is not true. I've had my problems, all incidents that happened during the ball game with me hitting. Coming up in the 9th inning of a ball game, bases loaded, 2 outs, down by a run. And to look in the visitor's dugout and see them sitting there with their street clothes on. I've had incidents happen where I'd come home maybe a 0 for June, 0 for July. And I'll never forget what my dad used to tell me. Why don't you get a job? But these are little things that never bothered me. Maybe to look down at the third base coach for a sign, have him turn his back on you. Or maybe the catcher, instead of putting a sign down, just hollering out and telling the pitcher what to throw.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. Braves and Jays tied at 1. First pitch on the way by Alejandro Kirk is banged on the ground over to third. Riley has it. He'll fire it across the diamond. A laser to Olsen. It's a 5-3 putout. 1 away. 1 down. I'd say it's got something to do with the weather up here because I keep seeing the fans here in Toronto. They are just not out tonight, but it is the highs in the low 40s today in Toronto. So that probably has a lot to do with it. First pitch on the way is a strike right down the pipe. It's 0-1. They're also about to crank up the hockey playoffs, and we know that's king in Canada. The 0-1 chop foul, it's 0-2. I don't follow hockey like I used to, so I don't know when they're starting, but I know it's about to begin. The 0-2, down and in 1 and 2. I know the NBA is starting tonight, but their playoffs have gotten so confusing. I just refuse to I refuse to pay attention until the playing rounds are done. The 1-2, swing, belted down the line. Foul and out of play. We'll do it again. 1-2 count. Maple Leafs are on the road. I just looked it up. 1-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the curveball. 2 down. His third strikeout of the night, which really is a low number for Schwellenbach. He just hasn't had it tonight. We mentioned in the pregame the over-under. We try to give you something to look at, to pay attention to going into the game, and usually it's the strikeout totals for the Braves pitcher. It's 4.5, and I thought that was low, but now I see they must have known that he wasn't going to be able to throw in Canada. First pitch on the way is a curveball outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. Barger the batter. Righty-lefty matchup. The 1-0. Swing. Pops it up. Can of corn. Who wants it? Allen calls off Ozzie, making the catch, and that'll end the inning. They're behind on the scoreboard on who's at bat, but the actual play is almost right on target. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country. The Braves will grab the sticks. We head to 5. Tied at 1.
People often ask, what's the best way to handle a coworker who clips their nails at work? Well, I'm going to share with you the one sentence I use that works every single time.
This ain't your mother bathroom. Do that shit at home.
Did you know in the 80s we didn't even drink water? It just didn't happen. Like, I didn't have a support water bottle with me all the time. I didn't wake up and chug a huge glass of water. I didn't even worry if I was hydrated because I didn't even know hydration was a thing. I drank milk. I drank orange juice. I drank pop. Maybe during gym class, if you were really hot and sweaty, you would run over to the drinking fountain and you would suck that thing dry. But otherwise, like, we just existed and water didn't matter.
And the whole nation wanted to see Mark Fidrich. Now, keep in mind, this is in the 70s. You don't have all the highlight shows. You don't have satellite feeds. People outside Detroit wanted to see this kid who was a phenom. So he winds up pitching on Monday Night Baseball. And Uke is in the booth.
I'll tell you, this is one of the funniest guys probably that I've seen come along in baseball in a long time. He's got outstanding stuff, though, Bob. He's won 7, lost 1. Now, each time he gets the ball back, when he gets set to bring it on, when he gets set to go to his delivery, you'll see him mumble a couple of words to the ball. And what he's doing, he's telling the ball where he wants it to go. If he throws a slider, fastball, that sinking fastball. If he's trying to hit the outside, that's what he... You know, the one thing I think a lot of people wonder about a youngster like Mark Fidrich, he's 7-1. He's got all the antics out the mouth. He's talking. He's telling the ball where he wants it to go. Think that doesn't bother you as a hitter? I'm telling you, it's got to. Come on, ball, right down there. Oh, Mark Fidrich continues to sail along. 1 out in the Yankees 6. That's one of the reasons they call him the Bird. Named him after the bird on Sesame Street. Tall, lean, and he's got webbed feet. No, that's not true. Well, look at that young guy talk to himself. I tell you, if that ball starts talking back, he's in trouble.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way. Fastball right there on the outer edge of Kelnick. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Gausman brings it. Swing. Chops it. Back to the mound. Easy 1-3 put out. 1 down. Spencer Strider comes back tomorrow. We're hoping to have Ronald Acuna Jr. back in the next few weeks. At least he'll be peeking around the corner in the next few weeks. He's getting cleared out in California right now. When he comes back, I would think he goes on a rehab stint within a couple of weeks. First pitch on the way is a slider at the knees. It's 1-0. You would just think the timeline when he comes back to Atlanta, they would have him do some work that's not in the game. It's 1-0, slider right there for a strike. And then work his way around to getting into a rehab assignment within late April, early May. The 1-1, 85 misses outside wide, 1-2. Called for a strike. Nick Allen is 1 for 1 on the day. Raising his batting average to .333, the 1-2. Swing, chops it just off the plate. Stay alive, we'll do it again. First time up, he singled to left. Standing on deck is Michael Harris II. If Allen can get on, could be the start of something. The 1-2 misses high, 2-2. Riley is in the hole. He's already 2 for 2. He and Drake Baldwin are both 2 for 2 on the day, and Allen's got the 5th hit. The 2-2 pops it up. High into center field, coming in, making the play. Miles Straw for an easy out, number 2. Two down. Gausman at 77 pitches. You'd have liked to seen him have to struggle through this inning because make it really dicey for him to go out there to the 6th, but he's already got 2 up, 2 down. First pitch on the way. Harris chases one off the plate, knocks it foul. It's 0-1. Harris does do something. We got a new clip for him, but the 0-1. Down and away. Gausman raises his red glove, the 80th pitch of the night. Swing! That ball's hit over to first. It's going to be a line drive out right at Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He just had to stick up his glove, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. We go down in order. We come back. The bottom of the order due up for the Blue Jays.
Kind of stuff that keeps me up at night. So today we talk about the gloveless Gus Weighing. Nicknamed Cannonball, Rubber Arm Gun, he played for 9 different teams between 1887 and 1901. In his first taste of professional baseball, he was pretty much Jekyll and Hyde. In 32 starts that year for the Charleston Seagulls, he posted a .76 ERA, but I can't imagine how, considering he hit 25 batters and threw 43 wild pitches. In 1888, on July 31st of that season, he cemented his place in baseball lore when he threw a no-hitter against the Kansas City Cowboys. A couple of years later, his life took a turn for the worse when his mother and brother passed away. This led to him being arrested for disorderly conduct after he drunkenly confronted an umpire after a game. Then there was the incident where he's arrested for vandalism of a painting in a Buffalo tavern. Not too long after, he was arrested for stealing pigeons from a Louisville pigeon show. 2 years later, he made history when he was the first player to make 3 consecutive starts for 3 separate clubs: the Philadelphia Phillies, the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Louisville Colonels. His final years in baseball would be spent between the minors and the majors. In that time, he played for 5 more Major League Baseball teams. 4 times he won more than 30 games, 7 times he won more than 20. He started 505 games in his career and completed 449 of them. He holds the record for the most career hit batsmen with 277 and is tied for 5th all-time in most career wild pitches. Did I mention he was the very last player in baseball history to play without a baseball glove?
Grab ball. Great play by Robinson. Look at that. Great day in the morning. What a play.
The sign from Simmons. And the 2-strike pitch is hit in the air to left. Ben Ogilvy coming on. He's waiting. He's waiting. He's got it. And the Brewers win the Eastern Division Championship and a very, very happy Brewer Club. The final, Milwaukee 10, Baltimore 2, and California, here they come.
You're my assistant, okay? You're supposed to back me up and go get me juice boxes when I tell you. Now go get me a juice box.
You know who you're talking to.
I'm talking to the juice box guy.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Miles Straw is right there for a strike from Spencer Schwellenbach on a swing and a miss fastball. It's 0-1. The 0-1, 95 misses down, 1-1. Schwellenbach only 54 pitches in. That hasn't been the issue. The issue, he hasn't had the pinpoint control that he normally has. 1-1, 97, smacks the black, gets the call. Straw doesn't like it. We'll take it. It's 1-2. Miles Straw struck out the second. Schwellenbach looks in, turns, and delivers. Swing, rattles it foul back. We'll do it again. Same 2 teams back at it tomorrow, but it is a matinee. Getaway day. Businessman special. It's a 107 first pitch. And it's Spencer Strider day. The 1-2. Swing, rattles it back. 1-2 count. Braves 1, Jays 1, bottom 5. The 1-2 from Schwelly. Swing, lifts it down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is just foul. It hits the netting down the right field line. There's not much room down there. Bounces off the wall that is parallel with that line going towards the corner and dribbles into no man's land. The 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. 97 misses high, 2-2. Straw really making him work. This will be the 8th pitch of the bat. Down and away, slider misses. Ball 3, 3-2. Primarily fastball and slider in this at bat. Schwellenbach has worked it to a payoff pitch. Swing, slaps it into center field, and that's down for a base hit. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the 5th inning. Just doesn't seem to be fooling these Toronto hitters. Tried to blow the fastball by him, and Straw took it right back up the middle. 1 on, nobody out. Number 9 hitter, Roden, who's 1 for 1, comes to the plate. First pitch. Swing, that ball's belted. That ball's gone. He hung one, and it is 3-1 Toronto. A hanging breaking ball, curveball that didn't curve. He threw a cement mixer about belt high, and Toronto has taken the lead. Big mistake there by Schwelly. They were trying to sneak a curveball in for a strike. Baldwin was set up on the outside part, and that ball came in. You couldn't have put it on a tee better. First pitch on the way to Bo Bichette is 99, right there on the inner cut. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. They're still donning that home run jacket in Toronto. That thing has got to be funky as all get out. The 0-1 swing, fouls it back. It's 0-2. Y'all have never seen it. It's got a bunch of badges and stuff on it. I don't know. It's looks terrible, but they've been donning it as the home run jacket for the last 3 seasons, maybe even 4. Is the 0-2. Chops it foul again. We'll do it again. It always amazes me when you can see Vladimir Guerrero Jr. put that thing on in a hurry, because you just got to figure around the sweat and everything. The 0-2. That ball's ripped down his throat. Off the wall. Eli White, bad decision, went diving for the ball. Then he had to jump to his feet. He'll get it back into the infield, but it's a double with nobody out. Keep going to those breaking balls, and he does not have that today. He is hanging. I mean, they're just cement mixers. The slider, the curveball, all of them. Good thing the other Spencer's coming back, because this Spencer does not look good at all today. 1 on. Nobody out. 2 across already. We're in the bottom of the 5th, and it's the heart of the order due up. Schwellenbach now at 66 pitches. A dangerous bat. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming to the plate. First pitch on the way. Swing, chops it foul off his instep. It's 0-1. Might be his best chance right there is get him to Looked like that ball went right off his toe. Guerrero just signed a 14-year, $500 million extension. That's a pretty expensive toad that he just hit. The 0-1 count. Righty, here's the pitch. 96 inside, 1-1. I don't know if it'd be the Canadian air, John, but I do think it could be because the roof is closed and he has not pitched inside all year. It definitely makes a difference. It could have a huge effect. I don't know. 1-1 in the dirt. Ball is, Baldwin, the ball was right next to his foot. He took forever to find it. Now a fourth run stands at third. And it's not all Baldwin's fault because Schwellenbach should have been directing him, telling him where it was. He kind of looked and let it happen. But 2-1 count now. The infield is now in again. Pitch misses in again. It's 3-1. If you remember the last time he was up, he got an RBI with the infield in because the Braves came home with good speed at third, and that's where you're at again. The 3-1 swing, bangs it foul, 3-2. He could use a strikeout here, but he really hasn't had it today. Full count. Righty. Here's the pitch. Oh, my word. That ball was right there on the outer edge. He did not get the call. And that is a bad call by home plate umpire Roberto Ortiz. He was right there on the edge. Should have gotten the call. Even the Toronto broadcast is showing it as a strike. Runners on the corners, nobody out. And the infield will now play back and to the right, hoping to get a double play, willing to give up the run. Santander is a dangerous bat. He belts one. If it's fair, it's gone. It's gone. He just jammed that one down his throat. A fastball about belt high, and it is 6-1. Meanwhile, nobody has gone out there to talk to Schwellenbach this entire time. 6-1 as Santander hits his second home run of the year. That ball was destroyed, 409 feet. It got out in a hurry. 109 miles an hour off the bat. Went into the second facade up there over the right field wall. They put that same sweaty jacket on when he gets to the dugout. First pitch on the way is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Fastball right down the pipe. 1-1. Schwellenbach at 75 pitches. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way, swing, lifts it high and deep into left field, making the catch at the warning track for a loud out, number 1. Strange thing about that is if you've paid attention to this all night long with Schwellenbach, he's gotten to 2 strikes with a lot of batters. He just hasn't been able to finish them off. The first pitch on the way. Slider down and away. It's 1-0. Some of it has been the fact that he hasn't been able to control his off-speed pitch, but then also his fastball has gotten way too much of the plate. The 1-0. Ortiz is not giving an inch there. I mean, that ball was right there at the knees. 2-0. The 2-0. 95 up top. There he goes for a strike. Two-one count. There is action in the Braves bullpen. The 2-1. Right there for a strike. 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it away. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. We'll do it again. Standing on deck is Wagner. Barger in the hole. 5 runs already across here in the 5th inning. Still a long way to go in this one. The Braves can get back in this. The Toronto bullpen ranked 12th in Major League Baseball, but they actually have overachieved. 2-2, fouled back. We'll do it again. Schwellenbach at 83 pitches. Strikeout could just at least get a pep in his step. The 2-2. 88-mile-an-hour slider did not get the call. Full count. I mean, he is getting pinched. He hasn't gotten one single benefit of the doubt this entire game. The payoff pitch. Swing, pops it up. Back behind home plate. It'll go into the stands. Braves trail 6-1. Atlanta Hawks trail the Orlando Magic 57-41 as they head towards the half. In the play-in tournament, the payoff pitch. Swing, chops it over towards third. Riley's got it. Fires across the diamond. The 5-3 put out. 2 away. Two down. And Sticker's going to come get him, so that's it. That's it for Schwellenbach. Put him in the books. This is a bad outing. Hopefully it's his one bad one of the year. Schwellenbach, 86 pitches, 4 2/3. He's gone. We'll be back in a flash. The bullpen doors open up. We'll introduce him when we return. This date in 1915, in his first start of the season, Giant southpaw Rube Marquard no-hits the Brooklyn Robins, the team that will select him off waivers at the end of August. In his 2-0 complete game victory, the 28-year-old faces 30 batters, striking out 2, walking 2 in an 85-minute contest at the Polo Grounds. In this date in 1947, in his National League debut, Hank Greenberg has the lone RBI in the Pirates' 1-0 win when his 6th inning double plates Billy Cox from second base in the Forbes Field contest. Pittsburgh bought the slugger, first baseman, from the Detroit Tigers in the offseason for $75,000. And on this date, in 1947, baseball was changed forever. A year before President Truman desegregated the military, Jackie Robinson debuts for the Brooklyn Dodgers, becoming the first black player to participate in a major league game in the 20th century. In front of 25,623 fans at Ebbets Field, the 28-year-old first baseman is hitless in 3 at-bats, but scores a run in the 5-3 opening day victory over the Boston Braves. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Welcome back, y'all. It'll be Zach Thompson back in action. Right-hander in here to do some mop-up work. Try to keep the Braves in it. First pitch on the way is a fastball at the knees. It's all one. Righty-lefty matchup. Wagner the batter. The 0-1. Cutter at the knees. 0-2. 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swing. Chops it foul. Braves will have to make a move tomorrow, obviously, bringing Spencer Strider back off the IL. The 0-2. Swing. Slices it down the left field line, giving Chase's Eli White, but that'll go into the seats. They could go a number of different ways. You could see one of these relievers sent down, or you could see Bryce Elder as well. The 0-2. Swing, chops it foul. We'll do it again. Elder, though he hasn't pitched since his last start, they could keep him around for the bullpen, or they could send him down to keep him stretched out in case of an injury, as the 0-2 misses high. 1-2. If they decide to give everybody an extra day of rest, then Elder would start on the weekend. 1-2 count. Curveball misses down and in. We'll do it again. Phillies lead San Francisco 4-3. They're heading to the 7th. Washington 3-0 over Pittsburgh. Giants and Phillies, we already went over that one. You got the Reds and Mariners. Cincinnati leads by 2 in the 6th. And full count to Wagner. Thompson, his 8th pitch since coming out of the bullpen. Here it is. Swing, chops it foul. Cleveland leads Baltimore 4-0 in the 5th. Braves infield is back into the right. It's also been a long wait for Gausman on that bench. You wonder if he'll have any ill effects. The 3-2, slice foul, we'll do it again. This innings has lasted about a half an hour. Between the ineffectiveness of Schwellenbach and then the pitching change. The payoff pitch. Swing. Hits it over towards short. Allen's got it. Flips over to first, and that'll end the inning. But not before the bleeding occurred. We give up 5 runs, but when we come back, Austin Riley, here comes that man. He's leading us off when we return. Jackie by D.M. McGee, 2024. Long before boycotts, from back of the bus, led by Rosa and King, Jackie and Ricky agreed to the terms and broke barriers on April 15th. Let's not forget Leo and Pee Wee Strong Front, showing the fans there was love. By absorbing the hate the best they knew how, shielding the noise from above. It all took its toll, the burden he carried, knowing it was larger than one. To shatter the glass, restraints of the past, turning cheek, responding to none. He lives in the hall, not just for the feat of changing the world once known. Jackie was great, the field and the plate, and flew around bases towards home. A flawless blend of courage and skill, a hero emerged from the ire. With legions of fans and players alike, generations his story inspired. We don 42 every April 15th to honor the youth that he gave. disguised as just baseball, but Jackie's first game pioneered the road that was paved. Jackie by D.M. McGee, 2024. Welcome back. Braves trail at 6-1. First pitch on the way to Austin Riley. The swing and a miss strike, four-seam fastball by Gaussman. It's 0-1. Gaussman, 81 pitches in. Braves would like to knock him out the box just like the Jays did Jays did Schwellenbach. The 0-1 pops it up. High in the sky, but not nearly deep enough. Making the easy catch in right field is Barger. Away. Same two teams back at it tomorrow. Braves will still be looking for the first road series win if they can't make the comeback tonight. There's a lot of baseball left here. And they will turn to Spencer Strider for the first time. Matt Olson stands in. First pitch on the way, 92 below the knees. It's 1-1. Kicks and brings it. 93, outer edge, 1. Olson is 0 for 2 tonight, a fly out and a strikeout, batting just 186 on the season. 1-1, swing and a miss, 95 miles an hour, 1-2. We know that if he can get clicking, Olson can carry the team by himself, kind of like the way Riley's been doing the last few days. Be nice to get a couple of them clicking at the same time. If you can add that with a hot bat of Murphy, you might have something. The 1-2, down and in, 2-2. We're being told that the hope is Marcelo Ozuna may be back on Friday, but don't expect him back before then. The 2-2 pitch, outside wide, full count. Just knowing the way the Braves do it, I got to see it to believe it. We've seen it too many times in the last few years where a guy has a minor injury, and next thing you know, you realize that they should have went to the IL. The 3-2 swing, that ball's belted high and deep, going back. On the track. She gone, baby. Ram-a-lamma ding-dong. The ice house goes yard. The second of the year. 412 happy feet.
Hello from Plank Road Field. Smooth as it gets.
Ice house. Always smooth, never watered down.
We must win today. Losing is not an option.
110 miles an hour off the bat of Matt Olson. Just like that, that click clacked. Braves trying to climb back in it. First pitch on the way to Murph. He's inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Best news about that, if you're a Braves player, you don't have to put that stinky jacket on when you get to the... That just drives me crazy when I see that. First pitch on the way to Murphy is swung on and chopped foul. 1-0 becomes 1-1. Murph went yard last night. Wouldn't mind to see some back-to-back here. Standing on deck is the Wiz. Nobody on, just one out. 1-1. Inside to him. The one positive you can take away from this as we trail 6-2, remember a lot of that was caused by the fact that home plate umpire Roberto Ortiz has a very small strike zone, the 2-1, right there at the knees, 2-2. So if you're going to get back in a game, The best way to get back in that game is if the umpire's calling very tight zone. Turns to walks, it turns to counts in your favor. The 2-2, outside wide 3-2. Gaussman, as we're saying that, has just flicked his 93rd pitch up there. So he's coming to the end of his rope. The payoff pitch from Gaussman, kicks and fires, swing and a miss, splitter just over the hands of Sean Murphy to away. That was a nasty pitch. When Gaussman's at his best, that's the pitch that dusts the batter off. When he was in Atlanta, he really went more for a curveball slider. Now he's at a splitter slider. First pitch on the way is a splitter outside wide. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Ozzie Albies, your batter. 0-1. Swing. Bat goes flying out of Ozzie's hand. Got a piece of the ball, but the bat went flying into the dugout. That went just over the head of Snicker. Just missed it, Ozzie. Him and Weiss are standing right next to each other. So an 0-2 count. Braves trail by 4. Still 3 1/3 innings left of offense. They don't go anywhere. This offense started to show some life the last few days. The 0-2. Swing, slaps it foul. 96 on the outer edge, just got behind that one. If Ozzie can get on base, Drake Baldwin stands on deck, Book of Eli in the hole. Atlanta 2, Toronto 6. The 0-2. Swing, chops it over the second. Should be an easy 4-3 put out. It is, and that'll end the inning. But not for your Atlanta Braves. Put one on the board. Matt Olson goes bonzo, makes it a 4-run game. That's probably the last of tonight's starter. Gaussman will be into the Toronto bullpen. Get up and stretch, Braves country.
People often ask, what's the best way to handle it when you hold the door for someone and they don't say thank you? Well, I'm going to share with you the one sentence I use that works every single time.
You're welcome, you f***ing ungrateful bitch! Hey, what do you call your mom's sister?
Aunt Connie?
Ant?
Aunt Connie.
An ant is an insect, a little insect.
Yeah,
it's
Aunt
aunt.
Connie.
Aunt Connie.
You sound so proper. It's my aunt.
That's because it's aunt.
It's aunt.
You say aunt, though.
Aunt.
Honey.
Honey, I don't like aunt.
Bob McClure has been on since the 7th. He came on with 1 on, 1 out, and got Jackson to hit into a 4-6-3 double play. He is 2-2 for Baylor and coming back. A swing and a drive to deep left center. Back goes Edwards on the warning track against the wall. Yes, he's got it for the second out. There is the move of this game. Harvey Keene going to Marshall Edwards here in the 8th inning with the injury to Gorman Thomas. That ball is in the gap for extra bases, and Marshall Edwards hauled it down against the wall. Ben Ogleby would never have gotten to that ball. It was Marshall Edwards with a leap against the wall to haul it in, and there are now 2 away for California in the 8th. Here we go from the stretch. The pitch to Murray. A swing and a drive to center. Robin chasing. Long run. He's got it with a diving catch. And Nieves has made history here in Baltimore. A diving, sensational catch by Yount to preserve the no-hitter.
Hey, Braves country. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Welcome back. Thompson is back out there to work. The 0-1 misses down and in. It's 1-1. Braves trail by 4. The 1-1. Thompson misses in. 1-2. Don't know for sure, but that tells me Thompson is probably going to be the one sent down. Because when they brought him in trailing 6-1, they're looking to use up an arm and save everybody else for the rest of the week. The 2-2 to Barger as he fouls one back. Philly now leads 6-3. As I believe that was Bryce Harper just went yard in Philadelphia. 2-2 misses, 3-2. Full count. Barger stands in from the left side. Pitch on the way. Swing. Fouls it away. Do it again. They could get a full inning in it's right at 2 innings almost from Thompson. That would set them up pretty nicely to not have to burn out the bullpen in a game which they trail 6-2. They could get a quick inning here with Thompson. You might even see him out there for the 7th. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him. One away. One down. We hit the out-of-town scoreboard. Nationals lead the Pirates 3-0. That game is in the 8th. Jake Irvin was on the bump tonight. Diamondbacks all over the Marlins, so they're helping us out there. It's 10-1. First pitch on the way is well inside to Miles Straw. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing, fouls it back. 4-0 Cleveland over Baltimore in the 6th. Yankees and Royals. Kansas City has a 2-1 lead over New York. The 1-1 pitch, 92 sinker on the outer edge, 1-2. Tell you what, though, everything I've seen from this Zach Thompson, even in the spring, I like him as a long man. He's not a guy who's going to be able to go in there and shut down an offense at the end of the game. It's a 1-2 outside wide, 2-2. He's kind of like your modern day Colin McHugh with a little more velocity. Twins and Mets, they're now tied at 2 in the 4th, so Minnesota trying to climb back in there. The 2-2, swing, lifts it into right field. Here comes Kid Kelnick. He'll make the diving catch. Wow! Kid Kelnick comes up hurting his right arm. He's holding his shoulder. Hopefully he's okay. He's walking it off. I'd say put some dirt on it, but there is no dirt in this spongy turf here inside the Rogers Center. That kid can play some outfield. He might struggle at the plate, but man, he can play some outfield. He appears to be okay, or at least he's going to gut it out. First pitch on the way. Four-seam fastball, swing and a miss. That's all he wants. Good to see you, JC. The 0-1 just misses inside. 1-1 count. Appreciate y'all spending your Tuesday night here in Braves country. We've got the game tomorrow, and it's a 107 first pitch. So set your reminder. It's the 1-1 down and into 2-1. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the alert so you know when we go live. We haven't changed our channel name, JC. It's been the same for the last 3 or 4 years. The 2-1 pitch misses outside wide, 3-1. So a 3-1 count. We have been Braves Country Radio since 2022. The 3-1, right there for a strike, 3-2. And it's been youtube.com/@BravesCountry for 4 years now. Full count. Swing, fist it foul. We'll do it again. Roden steps out for a second, gets a quick break. If you're talking about Helly, she changes her name every other week. Payoff pitch. Swing, belts that one foul down the line. I think every time she changes a boyfriend, she changes the name. So full count. Thompson, by the way, is at 30 pitches, so probably won't be out there for the 7th. Payoff pitch. Swing and a missed strike 3. Got him with the cutter. That'll end the inning. It looks like nothing in the scorecard, but I'll tell you what, that's a big inning for us to get out of Zach Thompson. Big picture. We'll be back in a flash. See if the Braves can put some offense together here in Toronto.
Hey y'all, it's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is European. Hey man, watch what you're doing. You're too close. You're peeing on my boot.
Isn't it horrible when your only friend has the audacity to actually have other friends? Like, what?
John Smoltz trying to nail it down and win his 6th consecutive game and nail down a division title as well. No balls and 2 strikes to Caminetti with Gonzalez the runner at first. And a ball bounced through the middle. Belliard hustling. His throw to first is in. Braves looking for their first division title since 1982. And Yohar Cedeno with 2 out and Gonzalez the runner at second. And here's a fly ball hit to right field. This may do it. Justice is back. It's over. The Braves win it.
I promise you, when I catch you, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch you in your mouth and your solar plex. Be prepared.
Pitch to Molly. A swing and a base hit to right. 39 straight for Molitor on the first offering from Kenny Schramm.
Back in against Mesa, who is working from the windup. The 0-1 pitch. Swings, and there it is! A base hit in the right center. He's done it. 3,000 for Robin. Robin Yount has just become the 17th player in baseball history to reach 3,000 base hits. Being congratulated and mobbed by his teammates and still being saluted by this great throng here at County Stadium.
What are you so happy about?
I'm just a happy guy.
Since when?
It's nice.
Seriously, I'm getting ready to get pissed off.
Welcome back. Lefty-lefty match as we start this off. As the cutter misses inside. Flaherty. To Daniel Baldwin, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Wonder who had to tell, as the 1-0 misses high to him. Wonder who had to tell the person in the FanDuel booth that indeed is not Barrios. I mean, you couldn't get anything further from Barrios. First of all, Barrios is a right-hander. The 2-0 swing, pops it up, high and out of play. Top of the 7th, Braves trail by 4. But we're into that bullpen of the Blue Jays. Mason Flaherty has a 4.5 ERA. Short, stocky left-hander, kind of reminds you of a poor man's Billy Wagner as the 2-1 misses away 3-1. 3-1 count. Pitch. Whoa! High inside, ball 4. And so the Drake will head on down to first. We'll see if we can get something going here.
don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
Lefty-righty matchup. Book of Eli takes the first pitch right there at the knees. Sweeper. It's 0-1. Eli White. Then it would be Kid Kelnick if they don't pinch hit for him. The 0-1. Swung on, chops it over towards third. It's going to be a 5-4 put out. A wide throw, a good defensive play by him, and as he had to backhand a bad throw by Wagner, keep it from going to the outfield, had to do like a first baseman stretch towards the shortstop area. No way they were going to get Eli White breaking it down the line. So one down. Eli White aboard with a fielder's choice. And that will bring Brian De La Cruz to the plate. You would think it's because of the left-handed pitcher, but you don't know if Kid Kelnick might have jammed his shoulder in the last inning as well. Could be a combo of the two. First pitch on the way to De La Cruz is high and inside. It's 1-0. You would think Eli would switch over to right field and Cruz goes to left. The 1-0. Outside wide to him. Eli definitely has Florida's attention. He keeps looking over at him as Eli's bouncing back and forth. Infield is back and to the left, so there's a huge hole on the right side, the 2-0. Outside wide 3 and almost exact same pitch. It's a 3-0 count. Florides comes set, wind up the pitch. Right down the pipe, taken all the way by De La Cruz. Good idea. 3-1. Base runners is what gets you back in this one. Braves trail by 4. You got a runner at first. De La Cruz is hitting just 186, the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Came out of his shoes on that sweeper. Full count. He'll take a quick timeout. De La Cruz standing back into the box. Eli White, he could be on the go with a full count. Here's the pitch. No, he'll stay put. Swing, just gets a piece of that. Chase the sweeper down around his ankles. Still on the bench for the Braves, you have Orlando Arcia, Stuart Fairchild. The 3-2, swing, chops it foul, do it again. Technically, you have Marcell Ozuna, but I doubt we see him tonight or tomorrow. Three-2 count. Lefty righty. Florida flips it over to first to keep Eli close by. Once again, there's a huge hole on the right side of the infield with Vlad holding on Eli and the second baseman near the bag. The payoff pitch. Swing, rattles it back foul. Cutter on the outer edge. De La Cruz trying to shoot it the other way. You don't see that every day. The foul ball went right into one of the holes that the radar guns sit at. Payoff pitch. Swing, pops it up. Easy, lazy fly ball into right field. 2 down. Eli will run back to first. De La Cruz heading back to the dugout. That looks like that is going to be the end of the road for Flaherty, as they're going to come out and get him. John Schneider's getting the ball from him, and the manager's going to the bullpen. We'll be back in a flash. Braves trail by 4, 1 on here in the 7th inning.
There's this farmer that successfully grew a field full of vibrators. Unfortunately, now he has a problem with squatters.
One of the worst promotional ideas in baseball history, 10-cent beer night. The 1974 Cleveland Indians were not a great team. To increase attendance, they came up with the idea to have 10-cent beer night on June 4th, 1974. Over 25,000 fans showed up, which is more than double the Indians' average attendance that year. By the 9th inning, things boiled over. With the game tied, a 19-year-old fan ran out on the field and tried to steal Rangers outfielder Jeff Burrows' cap. In the process, Burrows fell, which prompted the Rangers to run out onto the field with baseball bats, thinking he had been attacked. A large number of intoxicated fans ran out onto the field with knives, chains, and clubs that were fashioned from portions of the stadium seats that they had torn apart. With over 200 fans rushing the field ready to fight against 25 Rangers, the Indians were ordered by their manager to rush the field with bats in hand. Chairs were thrown, players had to fight their way to get back to the dugout. Eventually, both teams made it back to their clubhouses and locked the doors. After 20 minutes of rioting and the crew chief realizing that order would not be restored, the game would be forfeited and the Rangers would win the game. The crazy part in all of this was they held another 10-cent beer night on July 18th that attracted even more fans, but this time they learned their lesson and put a limit of 2 cups per person.
All right, here we go with Ryan Braun. The pitch to him. Swinging a drive. Left center and deep. Get out. Get out of here. Gone for Ryan Braun. And they've got the lead. Whoa, what a shot by Braun. It's his 37th of the year.
Welcome back. Sandlin, the right-hander, comes in to face Nick Allen. Allen takes the first pitch, slider right there just above the knees on the inner track. It's 0-1. Allen 1 for 2 with a single in the third. Sandlin comes set. Lifts his blue glove, spins it. Swing and a miss, slider on the outer edge. 0-2. Nick Allen now batting 324 on the year. 743 OPS. The 0-2. Just misses outside. 1-2. They're never going to ask the question, but I would love to know what Nick Allen has to do to get higher than 9th or 8th in the order. The guy's hitting over 300. He's the only one other than now Riley is because he's gotten hot. The 1-2 just misses 2-2. 2-2 count. Runner at first, 2 outs. Sandlin brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. Braves put one on, but can't do anything with it. It is 7th inning stretch time here in Braves country.
All right, I can't see you. Let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. We out to the ball game. We out to the night. Find me something of Cracker Jack. Root for the
welcome back. Zach Thompson's going back out there for another inning. 84-mile-an-hour cutter misses outside wide. It's 1-0. You can pretty much write on the wall that Thompson will go back down for Spencer Strider tomorrow, the 1-0. Swing. Whistles one down the first base side towards the dugout. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. He's set to face the top of the order. Bichette, Vlad, and Santander. 1-1 pops it up high in the sky. Olsen camping underneath it just before you hit the right field turf. One away. San Francisco trying to climb back in it. They are down 2 runs. Game is in the 8th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands in. First pitch on the way. 94 miles an hour right there on the outer edge. It's 1-0. 1-0. Brings it. Bending curveball misses inside. Ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Popped up high in the sky. Here comes the Book of Eli from right field. He'll make the catch just over the shoulder of Ozzie Albies, 2 down. Man, what a bump this would be. If Zach Thompson keeps pitching like this, put him out there for the 8th inning. Heck, maybe you keep him up after he gets rested. He's pitched pretty well so far. When he came up with the Marlins a few years back, he was pretty solid starter. Then he had some injury problems he could just not get around. First pitch to Santander is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. His hit was the big one tonight, the 3-run shot. It's the 1-0 down and in 2-0. Thompson has yet to give up an earned run. In 2025, the 2-0 swing, lifts it into left field, coming in, making the catches, De La Cruz. And we'll head to the 8th inning, see if we can work some magic in the late innings. We got the top of the order, Money Mike, Riley, and Olsen all coming to the plate.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What happened?
I was running on the trail and I stepped in some dog and I sat down and tried to clean it off my shoe, and this guy come running by and he stepped in it. I laughed at him and said, I just did that. He come over and punched me in the face like 3 times, called me a nasty son of a
I just made my second trip to Dunkin' to get another coffee. It's been a day. So I didn't want the people there to think that I was getting a second coffee. So I had a fake conversation with a fake friend. I was like on the phone. I was like, hey, I just got you a coffee. Yeah, I got my coffee earlier. So this one's for you. I'll drop it off. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Everybody in this place is standing. 45,299. Sabathia sets. Here it is. Swinging a bouncer. Double play ball. JJ second. Relay. Double play. Hey, they win. Oh, what a finish. CC Sabathia being mobbed by his teammates. Wow, what a game. What a performance by Sabathia. Mobbed by his teammates, mobbed by the coaching staff. Here comes the rest of the bullpenners. And Sabathia now saluting this huge crowd. And they return the salute. Sabathia with the season on the line, on 3 days rest, stops the Chicago Cubs.
Welcome back to Braves Country Radio. We head to the top of the eighth. 6-2 your score. Here's the first pitch on the way to Harris. Down below the knees for a ball. It's 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup. Little is the pitcher. Back Little kicks and brings it. Down below the knees, 2-0. 2 sinkers, 2 balls to start off the inning. Michael Harris, another ofer. He is lined out, struck out, lined out. In the first, third, and fifth, the 2-0. Swing, lifts it into right field. That'll be another fly out. And an 0 for 4 on the night. One down. Austin Riley stands in. He's 2 for 3. Riley hit his 5th home run of the year back in the first inning. As the first pitch on the way is a sinker low. It's 1-0. Single to center in the third and then flew out to right in the 6th. The 1-0. In the dirt. Knuckle curve. 2-0. 2-0 count. Braves trail 6-2. Top of the 8th. Knuckle curve out there. Misses wide, 3-0. The 3-0. Just grabs the outer edge, I guess. 3-1. You got a 3-0 count. 1 out. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss came out of his shoes. Left-handed Little comes set. The pitch. Riley chased that one well out of the zone. Strikeout. 2 away. Two down, and Matt Olson, the batter. Little mainly throws a sinker, curve, and cutter. He does have a slider in his repertoire, but he's not thrown one in 2025. Olson stands in. First pitch misses down and away. It's 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup, the 1-0. Knuckle curve misses inside, well inside. That one's called a strike by Roberto Ortiz. And Olson could do nothing but just grimace and say, whoa. 1-1 count. Pitch in the dirt, 2-1. Even the Toronto cast was questioning that call. 2-1 count. If Murph can get, if Olson can get on, Murph stands on deck, I should say. It's 2-1, swing and a miss, sinker inside, 2-2. Base runner's the name of the game here for the Braves. The 2-2. In the dirt, 3-2. That ball bounces away. That's one of those you wish you'd swung at so you could run down to first, because that ball kicked away from Kirk, and it rolled for a long ways towards the third base dugout. Full count to Olsen. Payoff pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. He'll head down to first. Sean Murphy, he could cut this lead in half with one swing. First pitch on the way is a sinker outside wide. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Inside, did that get him? That spun Murphy around. I guess it just missed him. Right up there in that left elbow area again. I mean, that thing just missed him. That got him. He might be heading back to the IL. 1-1. Swing, chops it foul. 1-2. One-two count. Little about to throw his 19th pitch of the night as Murphy got his timeout. Now he climbs back into the box. Here's the pitch. Chase one well out of the zone. Bad swing by Murph, and that'll end the inning. Olsen gets on with the walk, can't do anything with it. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the 8th we go. It's 6-2, bad guys.
You know, really everyone just being on the same page because we know these guys are going to come a lot. I mean, there's that was damn it. I was not expected.
Let me buy a beer. Sure. These fans, I love them. When I came in, they didn't recognize me at first, but then when I told them who I was, next thing you know, they're buying me my favorite beer, light beer from Miller. They know us ex-big leaguers drink light because it's got a third less calories than their regular beer. It's less filling, and it tastes great. Thanks. Hey, it's a pleasure to buy a beer for a great pitcher like Whitey Ford. Hey,
So I lied. Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Hey, Whitey, I thought you were a lefty. Oh, that's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Hall of Fame voice of the Milwaukee Brewers, Milwaukee's very own Mr. Baseball, Bob Uecker.
My first manager ever in baseball, Bertie Tebbetts, while playing in a game over at County Stadium, after my first game, told me that I should think about becoming a broadcaster. I remember walking on the field over at County Stadium and Bertie Tebbetts asking me about my first big league game. Was I nervous? Was I uptight? My family was there. And after telling Bertie Tebbetts that I was not nervous or uptight about this first major league appearance, he said, well, let's go get him. And by the way, the rest of us up here wear that supporter on the inside. And from there on, the rest is history. Thank you very much. Let's play ball. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. Welcome back. Braves trail this one 6-2. Just was not Schwellenbach's night. Rafael Montero will come in. Right-hander, fires the first pitch. 95 miles an hour right down the pipe, swung on and sizzled back to the backstop by Jimenez. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 95 up top, 0-2. Braves 2, Toronto 6. The 0-2. Pops it foul down the line. Well out of play. Braves trail by 4, 6-2, bottom of the 8th. Pitch on the way. Splitter misses wide, 1-2. The 1-2. Just gets a piece of it. Slaps it out in front. Chasing that bender off the plate. The 1-2 to Jimenez. Swing. Hits it high and deep into right field. Going back on the track. Making the catch is Eli White. For a loud out number 1. 1 down. First pitch on the way is a 4-seam fastball to Alejandro Kirk. Right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. 95 high and inside. 1-1. Kirk is 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Former All-Star catcher, batting .245 on the year with 4 RBI. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Splitter came out of his shoes. 1-2. Same two teams back at it tomorrow, but it's a matinee. 1:07 first pitch. Spencer Strider returns. The 1-2. Swing, rips it over to third. Riley's got it. It'll be an easy 5-3 put out, 2 down. 0-0 your score out in Texas. Angels and Rangers in the 6th. Later on tonight, you got the Cubs in San Diego, Imanaga on the hill versus Vasquez. That should be a good one. Colorado is at Los Angeles. 10-10 first pitch. The 4-seam fastball is fouled back by Wagner for 0-1. Braves 5-11 on the year. That's the bad news. The good news is since that 0-7 start, they are 5-2. Swing, fouls it back, 2. Oh, 2 count. Kicks and brings it. This is outside wide. 1-2. The 1-2 just misses off the plate. 2-2. Will Wagner 0 for 3 on the day. The 2-2 in the dirt. Full count. Payoff pitch. Down and in, ball 4. So Wagner will head down to first. 6-2 Toronto, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Righty lefty now. Bottom of the order. First pitch on the way is a splitter. Down and into Addison Barger. It's 1-0. He's 0 for 3 with the ground out, a pop out, a strikeout. 1-0. Just misses. Ball 2-0. 2-0 count. Braves will have an off day on Thursday, and then we're back at it. We return home, play Minnesota on Friday. The 2-0 popped back foul 2-1. This weekend we'll face the Minnesota Twins Friday night, Saturday night, and then the Sunday day game. A 2-1 count. Montero brings it. Swing, chops it over to first. Right at Olsen. He'll step on the pillow, and that'll end the inning. Well, we'll head to the top of the night, see if we got some ninth inning magic. It's Ozzie, Drake, and Eli when we return.
Sometimes I call other women's name out in bed just to remind my wife that I have other options.
Little Debbie is not another option.
What? Top 10 things that women say that make men want to suplex puppies. Number 10, don't watch it without me. Number 9, try this, it's good for you. Number 8, guess who I saw today? I don't care. Number 7, what do you think I meant by that? Number 6, I don't care where we go, I'm just hungry. Liar. Number 5, can we talk? Number 4, you know what would be fun? Number 3, I'm fine. So no sex ever again? Yeah, that's cool. Number 2, I'm almost ready. And the number 1 thing that women say that makes men want to suplex puppies is, it's okay, I'll just have some of yours.
You know, everyone knows you capture a leprechaun, you get 3 wishes, right? So we gotta think very carefully what our next 2 are here. I wish I could live forever. What are you doing? I wish you don't. How about that? No, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why didn't you say, I wish I could live forever? And live forever with you?
Bob Uecker in the Brewer booth, half a century calling Brewer games, and some of the highlights, some of the best moments came from the 1980s. Here's a sample.
They're loaded up here in the 9th inning. Molitor goes to third. Then Ogilvie to second. Gorman Thomas is on at first. And it brings up Sixto Lascano. Lascano with a big 2-run homer. Back in the 4th inning to tie the game at that time at 3-3 is 1 for 4 this afternoon. Drago from the windup. The pitch to Sixto. Here's a drive to deep right center. Way back goes Evans. It's got a chance to go. Goal! Hey, a grand slam home run for Lascano. And the Brewers have won this opening game by a score of 9-5. Oh, what a finish today.
The relationship between a husband and wife is psychological. One is psycho, one is logical.
Time to get those rally ribbies going, rally dingers going. Ozzie Albies stands in, first pitch, swinging, fouls it back. It's 0-1. Chad Green, the pitcher. Right-hander. The 0-1. Inside. 95-mile-an-hour fastball just misses Ozzie's right arm. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way in the dirt. 2-1. Good take by Ozzie. What you can expect from Green's repertoire. He throws a 4-seamer quite a bit of the time as the 2-1. Pops it up. High, back out of play, over the first base dugout, 2-2. He throws the 4-seam fastball 61% of the time, and it's a good one. He has one other pitch that he uses, and that's the slider at 39%. There's about an 8 or 9 mile an hour difference between the two. The 2-2. Swing, chops it foul, just got a piece of that slider to do again. He's mainly leaning on that fastball, just trying to keep you off balance with the slider. The 2-2, high and inside, 95 mile an hour close shave, 3-2. Braves trail 6-2. Second pitch, it almost got Ozzie right in the arm. full count to Ozzie, just trying to work his way aboard. Here's the pitch. Swing! That ball's belted high and deep. Going back on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ozzie Albies, the whiz, goes yard. His 4th of the year, 10th RBI, 373 happy feet later, 100 miles an hour off the bat.
I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz. I'm the whiz and nobody beats me.
That was a hanging slider. Ozzie did not miss it. First pitch on the way to Drake Baldwin is out and away, fouled off. It's 0-1. The 0-1 swing rattles it foul. 0-2. Braves trail by 3 now. 2 bloops and a blast, and you're talking turkey. The 0-2 swing, hits it hard into right center field. Will it get down? Coming, making the running, juggling catch. Holy cow, Miles Straw almost fumbled that ball. He's looking up and he's grabbing his throat like a choking motion. I don't know if the ball went off his. Look at this again. He's looking up. All right, I don't know why he's grabbing his throat. He was acting like he was choking on something and looking up in the sky. I don't know what that was about. First pitch on the way is a slider down and away. It's 1-0. We almost had some luck there. That ball almost popped out of his glove. That was a hard hit ball, too. Both pitches have been hit hard. 1-0. Swing, fouls it back by Eli White. It's 1-1. One count. Rifled foul down the first baseline, 1-2. Infield is back into the left. Outfield's playing pretty straight away, but that actually has Eli a touch behind. So if he pulls the ball, he's going to have a lot of real estate. 1-2, lifts it high, deep into center field, but got underneath that one. It'll be an easy out this time for Miles Straw, 2 down. Braves are down to their last out. Down to our last out, and Brian De La Cruz is the batter. If he can get on, Nick Allen stands on deck, and then you'd have Michael Harris. First pitch on the way, swing rifled into right field. That's down for a base hit. First pitch swinging, and it paid off. Hard hit ball into right field. Now one more bloop and a blast. We got the men heading to the plate to do it. You got Nick Allen, who the name of his game has been just getting on base. If he can get on base, they're going to have a quick powwow out there. That is not the manager, John Schneider. That is the pitching coach, Pete Walker. So it appears this is his mess to clean up come hell or high water. If Nick Allen can work his way aboard, Michael Harris would represent the tying run. If Harris kept the line moving, then you would have Austin Riley coming to the plate. We know how hot he has been. Kelenic was pulled when the left-hander came in. And we think that he may have jammed his shoulder as well, but he would have been pulled regardless. First pitch on the way to Nick Allen. He went around, swing and a miss, four-seam fastball up top. It's 0-1. It's one of those ones he didn't really want to swing at, but he already started his motion and lost his balance. The 0-1, 94 up top 0-2. So they're just bringing straight gas to Nick Allen. 0-2 count. De La Cruz at first. 2 outs, down to the last strike. Way outside wide, four-seam fastball, 1-2. Braves trail by 3, top of 9. The 1-2. Ooh, that is very, very close. Nick Allen took the pitch, but he's lucky he didn't get rang up considering how inconsistent the strike zone's been with Roberto Ortiz. The 20 or 30 fans here at Rogers Center are standing at their feet. Here's the 2-2. Misses high, 3-2. Full count, which means Brian De La Cruz will be on the go. Allen just trying to work his way aboard. Michael Harris represents the tying run. He looms on deck. Runner goes. Payoff pitch. Swing. Pops it up, and that should do it. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. calls fair catch in the middle of the grass of the infield, and that'll end it. Blue Jays win 6-3. Austin Riley hits another home run. Olsen hits a home run, and Ozzie hits a home run. All 3 solo shots. It wasn't enough to keep us in it, as Spencer Schwellenbach just did not have it tonight. He's been very good all year long, but tonight he got rocked for 6 earned runs in 4 2/3 innings. That'll do it for us, Braves country. Braves lose a tough one, 6-3. We're back tomorrow, 107. So it's a lunch game, and it's Spencer Strider's return. We'll see you then. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo, while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude, grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. "That ain't my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. "Kill him! Kill the umpire!" shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With the smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult, he bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two." "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.